Okay, start.
All right, so this photo is the Buffalo Creek Railroad.
Speak up.
This photo is from the Buffalo Creek Railroad, the Ohio Street Yard. The light standard, it probably went up 80, 90 feet. And my father climbed up there and took this photo looking north. And this is the old Turnpike Yard. Here's the Buffalo Creek. This is Ohio Street, which splits here to Ganson and then goes over to Ohio. But if you look in the background, you can see standard elevator and one of the lake ships in there. Here you see the Sand Palace. Here you see Beach 1, 2, 3, and 4. All these tracks are still in service. This photo is probably from 1970, 72, 73. Here's the Buffalo Creek engine. The color scheme is black and gold. All these tracks are gone, but you can see where they once were. Huron Cement is still there. I think it's St. Mary's Cement. But yeah, I mean, what you're seeing here, these are all flower cars that are getting ready to go down and do Pillsbury here and General Mills. All these, they would get these sets ready, pull them back, shove them in, give them the empties and pull out the loads. And there you go. That's what's going on there.
So what did you say the name of the tracks were, starting with
well, it's
the right side
they
of the
call
screen?
this the Turnpike Yard. What you can't see over here was the main yard and the middle yard, but I know that on Conrail they ripped out a few of these. They started ripping them out as they didn't really need them, but here was this actually, when I was there, it was Turnpike 3, 4, and 5, but now I see that there's more tracks there, so this would have been the Turnpike, Hamburg Turnpike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This may have been what they call the Volpe. And then these other tracks, they ripped out a lot of them. They had one more of the main. These tracks would all come down to a lead right here and be a single track that would go down. This is actually the firehouse that's abandoned. This was the City of Buffalo firehouse right here. It's still there, but they don't use it.
Is that where? Oh, okay. It's not the.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
see-
the Cotter, right? Where the
What's-
Cotter is.
No, that would
That's
be
around the corner,
that would
right?
be right over on the corner, right here, just out of pictures. The Michigan Avenue lift bridge is right here. That bridge would go up to Edward Cotter's station right there. But yeah, what you're looking at here is the Dart elevator, Pillsbury, which is now ADM, and then down here is General Mills, and they, all this was just for them.
Invented by Joseph Dart. Hey,
Gary, Indiana.
point out rigidized metals.
Rigidized. Well, it's not there. It would be
where it is today.
Well, all right. Well, what you can see here too also is that old, it would be the old Erie. Whoop, actually, that's a good shot. This is 1991 on the railroad. And if you look, this is like Duende, that hip bar
Oh
they all
yeah,
go to.
yeah. We should go to that
Oh, I
sometime.
want to back up. I want to go back to that because this shows you that.
Lion said that we did.
Um,
Oh, that's a cool shot.
there you go with this.
All right.
This one here, that's from the Dale and W 1991, but this is the foot of Child Street, which doesn't exist anymore. But this here is the Steinbrenner. Is it the Steinbrenner? That's the name of that boat that came in, and they were still scooping and unloading. This was ConAgra, and over next to it was PV Milling, and you actually note the full moon. But yeah, I was like 20,
What year was this?
This was 1991.
Okay.
I was 22, and I'd only been working on the railroad for like 3 or 4 months. I think I got a cigarette in my hand there too, probably. Not good. Anyways, yeah, that's a great shot because those scoopers were still unloading. Man, time flew by quick. That's Buffalo Creek W44. That's right there on Ohio Street. This is the middle yard. You're looking at the middle yard, and that's going up towards the high side. The high side down here is the low side. I don't know who the hell that is, but you better watch out because the switcher's pulling back here. Let's see what's next. This is another great shot my dad took climbing a light standard in the wintertime. This is the little shanty right here, the middle yard shanty. He's not that high here, but that's George Byers. And that is Bob O'Connor at the switch.
Is that the CP draw right there?
This is the lift. This is the river bridge here. That's the drawbridge. This is going too fast. I'll pause it. Whoa, what is going on? How do I pause that?
Speak up.
So this is the Buffalo River Bridge. Buffalo River Bridge, they call it the Creek Bridge. This is track 3 heading towards the Compromise. Okay. And
Why do they call it that?
they call it the Compromise because the other 2 main lines that are just out of picture run over here, over another lift bridge. And if there was ever a bottleneck or anything what happened, they had this relief valve, which was track 3, a single track, another lift bridge, and that was the Compromise.
How many people does it take to compromise?
At least 2. Yeah, at least 2. What's this one? There's no.
Oh, this is a great
That's-
shot.
yeah, this
Your
is-
dad on the left.
My dad on the left. I think that's a guy named Jerry Highway.
What was your dad's name?
Tom Blake, Jerry Highway, George Byers, Harry Hunt. Harry Hunt.
That.
It was George Hunt.
Well, this is old, right?
Yeah,
like
that's
super
That's
old.
my dad. Yeah. This is looking down on.
Oh, that's on Ganson, right?
Yeah, that's that Dart elevator.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we can. I could put all my photos on DVD and start giving tours.
So where is Kelly Island in relation to this? There's a sign for it down there,
Well, that's
but
on the outer harbor, right?
Is it?
Yeah, the outer. That's on the other side
I
of the Buffalo
I
Creek.
took a river cruise. I think they mentioned it, or we at least saw a sign for it. Where is this? Oh, is that by Lee
That's
Street?
Ganson Street. That's the Michigan Avenue lift bridge.
That was knocked down, right?
No, that's still there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
What's the one I'm thinking of?
You can. I got this. Here, let me play
Was
this.
it foot of
The
Michigan?
Michigan Avenue lift bridge. What did I say that was?
Michigan.
I'm sorry. That's not Michigan. That's the Ohio Street lift bridge.
Okay,
But
so
there
yeah,
is a
the
Michigan-
the Michigan one
there
was
is a Michigan-
destroyed in like was
What?
it 71, 60 something? It was,
Oh, the Tewksbury
60s or
disaster. That's me pulling into Rochester on counter or CSX. That's great.
Oh, that's a nice
That's
shot.
pulling into Rochester.
Oh,
Yard.
that'd be nice to get that in high resolution. Look like Dr. Zhivago. Just like, the barren
There was
conditions
another
and
one. My dad up on the tower on a cold fucking
Look at
winter
that.
day. Look at all these box cars. These over here with the beach tracks. Beach 1, 2, 3, and 4. All these are fucking.
why'd they call them beach?
Probably because of the sand piles or
sand?
because
Okay.
of this was the beach out here at one point. You know what I mean? But regardless, that's all Buffalo Creek trackage. Although the Erie Railroad had one track that ran. I can't even see it in here. But anyways, yeah, that's a great shot there. It must have been fucking cold as hell. This is probably in the 70s. Here you see the switchman getting ready to. He had to shovel a switch out. Looks like this car. They might have been pulling this car back, and who knows? They're getting their set ready to shove down to Pillsbury. But that's a great shot there. That's just my dad climbing up on a tower and capturing a moment in time.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that's a good
Of course,
one.
you can see the Skyway's built, but that was built. I wish I could flip that, but I think there's another one where that's flipped.
Oh wow.
This one here is interesting. These are obviously railroad officials, but you can see Buffalo Creek Railroad.
So is this something that he rescued when they threw all the stuff out?
Yeah, he
Excellent.
He captured a lot of these photos. But the Buffalo Creek, these guys all had the New York Central and the Norfolk Western and the Michigan and St. Louis, all these railroads, the Erie. But to get through Buffalo, they had to go through the Buffalo Creek Railroad. This little terminal railroad that only had about 20 miles of track, but they handled everything. And these guys look pretty fat and happy to me. Don't you think so?
They don't look fat to me, but
Well, this guy looks like
yeah,
a
they
fat
seem
cat.
like they're
Classic railroad official.
they're
pricks.
successful,
Look at
right? They're
Yeah,
they're
never
employed.
trust a railroad official, I'll tell you that right now, especially if he's got a nurse and a cup. You can delete that.
I don't even know what that means.
Come work with me on the railroad. You'll find out. Oh, there's my dad.
Oh, that's super cute. Who's the guy with the sunglasses?
I can't remember his name.
No, I mean up top. He looks like it looks like Fredo from
That's I know
Godfather.
it's Tom Blake, Joe Reedy, and Jerry Highway are the only guys I recognize there.
And this is from the 70s. Looks like.
This is Buffalo Creek Railroad probably 1973, 72. Manson had been in jail for about 3 years. For reference.
All right, let's keep this G-rated. Or at least PG.
It's a great
Oh,
shot
that
there.
is wonderful.
That is great. Look at the little fucking mini car, little shit car. They're probably. I think that's what's going on here. Is if you look, this is a
What elevator is that?
in the background. That's Concrete Central. That's my.
Oh, okay.
That's Tom Blake climbing up. And what I think is going on here is this is a Canadian national, what they call an air slide. Just a little. There should be like another part to that car, and they would, like an A unit and a B unit. But these guys, in my opinion, are getting the biggest kick out of this little car. Like, look at this fucking car. And they're just like, let us get on top of it. Because there would actually be another, like a B part to it. And they're just, I think it's just great. My dad can't wait. Look, he can't wait to get up there.
You could see how
I'm coming.
You could see how he's scrambling up there to get.
Yeah.
He's caught in the action.
I think they got a kick out of that car. I could be wrong. This guy looks awfully cocky in the middle. He's like, yeah, what do we got going on? Oh, this is my dad. That's an old one.
Wow.
This here, I can tell you, is Buffalo Creek Railroad, probably 19...
Where is that?
That is the Ford stamping plant, which, believe it or not, was where Freezer Queen was. Freezer Queen, or the Niagara Terminal there, Freezer Queen, that was actually the Ford stamping plant.
Before that?
Before that, where they want to build those hotels right now. And then, so when they built a new stamping plant in Hamburg on Route 5, they moved their song and dance down there. But this building stood, and then, was it Freezer Queen? I'm not sure, but yeah.
You can always smell hamburgers when you drove over the
you can tell my
Skyway.
dad's it's black and white, and he's pretty skinny and looks pretty young. He's probably just been out of the Korean War for a couple of years.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
We're down and looking above. But that's the Ford. That's a Ford stamping plant. That is a young Sean Blake.
Oh, I like the glowing on this one.
1991, the DL&W Railroad, and that's down at the Burroughs lot. And we were switching out ConAgra and PV milling at the time. A little short line, very short.
How short?
Like a mile and a half.
A to B?
Well, it was a very dangerous. I got the job of a guy who got killed, and what you can't see in this photo is there's a plate on this locomotive back here. The guy's name was Mark Sorensen, and he got smushed. And they said, "Hey, Sean, you want a job?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." But it was pretty dangerous down there. I only stayed there about a year and a half, and I got hired at Conrail.
Where was this again?
Burroughs Lot, down off Ohio Street there.
Oh,
right there.
okay.
Yeah.
I'd never
I'll
heard
show
of
it
that.
to you. It's all grown in with weeds now.
Oh, I think I know where you mean.
Abandoned.
Yeah.
That's a great shot there. So what you have here is, here's a lift bridge. The Buffalo Creek now, as we know it, ends. You see where it ends. It doesn't, but they used to have, the Buffalo Creek used to go all the way to Tiff Farms. And that used to be the Lehigh Valley coal yards, right? And they used to bring the coal up by train and unload it onto the boats, okay? And when they stopped moving all that coal, Lehigh Valley out of Pennsylvania, they didn't need that canal anymore, and it was kind of abandoned. Like, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to make a landfill out of it. And it became Tiff Farms, where they filled it all in. They backfilled that canal. This was the lift bridge, so boats could go up and down that canal. Right now, that canal...
Was that the Blackwell or another one?
Pardon me?
Is that the old Blackwell Canal?
This is Ohio Street right here.
Okay.
And the sand piles would be right down here. The Buffalo, that canal there, that Buffalo Canal, it ends now. But it used to go all the way through into Tiff Farms, which was the Lehigh Valley coal docks.
Okay.
And when they stopped doing all that, they filled it all in. They didn't need this lift bridge anymore. This bridge used to go up. But this yard is all still here. The shanty is right here, more or less. There's a new one now. This one's gone. Yeah, that's old.
All right, I'm going to stop this.
Okay.